Sorry.
All right, I have the first and currently only item. So I didn't prepare a whole lot for this, and this, I guess, is more of a talking through a change than a demo per se, but I figured it would be worth at least kind of showing and talking through the motivations. So Woodhouse is our internal tool for declaring incidents, and it's a Slack bot that brings up a form that, when filled out, will then generate incident issue Zoom channel, incident issue Slack channel, and cross-link stuff. As we've expanded our incident manager rotation, and we've got a lot of engineering managers and senior engineers on board, the constraints around how we engage incident managers has changed. So previously, it was a very small pool that was pretty busy. And so we would kind of avoid paging the incident managers unless needed. But now we have a big pool, and so I've been thinking about ways of improving that process and making sure that they actually know what is going on. And so here's kind of the proposed change that is trying to make it easier to do the right thing when you declare an incident. So actually, let me show you a demo of what that looks like at the moment, and then we can compare just to sort of see the before and after a little more clearly. So let me check if there's anything confidential on the screen. Doesn't look like it. So, yes, so in incident management, I say incident declare, then I get this form. And so currently we have these optional tasks that say page EOC, page incident manager, page CMOC. This is a pretty difficult decision to make. Like, which one do I page? Do I need to page this person? Do I need to page this person? It's kind of difficult. And anecdotally, I'd say folks within infra, when they declare incidents, they usually don't tick any of these. Folks external to infra either don't tick any of them or tick all of them. And it's kind of, there's no clear logic to it because we don't have a clear policy for it. And so going back to the change, the new idea is to basically tie this to severity. So for S1s and S2s, we page all of them by default, and then we make it opt out. So if we declare an incident and we know for sure that this doesn't require the attention of, say, CMOC, because, for example, it's a security incident and we don't want to make any public disclosure yet, then we can sort of opt out and untick the box. And so the new UI for that is, I mean, the UI changes aren't huge. It looks pretty similar. But yeah, basically they're ticked by default, and we will only page for S1s and S2s. So S3 and S4 won't page anyone because those usually don't require immediate attention. And one of the other nice things about this change is it kind of removes the implicit expectation that incident managers need to be checking Slack at all times. That's not how an on-call rotation should work, right? Like, I don't want to have to be checking stuff. If it's important, page me. That's kind of always been my philosophy, and I would like to extend that to our incident managers as well, so that they can go off and do something else, and know that if they are needed, they will be brought in. So yeah, that's the basic idea, and I just wanted to kind of share it and maybe gather some thoughts.
Can you go back to the interface that you were showing, the new one?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm just wondering, because it says you were saying that we will not page for severity 3 and 4. So
yeah,
in this case, for example, you have severity 3 and the boxes are checked, but there will be no page to those people.
Yeah, that's right. It's a bit of a tricky one to do with the UI, because the Slack building blocks don't allow you to do dynamic stuff. I mean, ideally, if you select severity 3, it'll hide these, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I kind of tried my best by saying page only for these severities, but if you have any ideas on how to make this a little bit clearer, yeah, I'd love to hear it.
What about if the paging for severity is closer to the severity box? Because at the moment it's severity, service, severity again.
Yeah, maybe.
Or even if this, because if the service was at the bottom near the confidential, then at least you've got the severity information together.
Yeah, I mean, I think the default behavior would be to fill out this, maybe this, and not touch this most of the time. So I kind of want to keep the boxes that are more likely to actually get interaction at the top. But yeah, I mean, it's with these UX things, there's always difficult trade-offs. Yeah, I mean, if you come up with some ideas, let me know. I'd be happy to make this a bit clearer, because I agree. I think that is currently the most confusing part about this change. So if we can address that, that would be great. Yeah,
I'm also trying to think if there's a situation in which there's a S3 that you will want to ping. Maybe something like we've found out that it's going to blow up in 2 weeks, something like that. So I don't want to do it in an S2 or an S1, but I don't know.
If it blows up in 2 weeks, I don't want to get paged for it.
Right.
I can I think that somebody not in infrastructure, or me, for example, could declare an incident S3 and want the on-call involved because I want to change something or do something and I want their feedback kind of. And now I just mentioned them.
Mm-hmm. If you want my feedback and it's not urgently requiring my attention right now, I don't want to get paged for it.
Yeah, I also don't think it should be a page. It's true. This is a thing that I'm working on. I need your help. Whenever you get here is fine.
Yeah, that sounds like something for Slack. I mean, I can certainly see there might be some cases where someone underestimates the severity, and so we then don't page on that. So there might be some edge cases that aren't covered very well.
When an incident like this is declared, what usually happens? Like, who looks into stuff? I have notifications, like Slack notifications for the incident management channel. So then I look if it's something that I know about or something, and then I look at the channel.
Yeah,
I guess if more people are there, then if the severity is higher, they'd notice, and then it turns into an S2.
yeah,
But we
I
really
think
need to
that's
manage
then
it.
more a question of what is our escalation process on raising the severity, and how do we bring people in that situation, which we don't have a great story for at the moment. But I also feel that's kind of out of scope.
Yeah, I don't think that that's necessarily, yeah, I think that that's more in the reliability team's domain to fix that or to adjust it or make changes. They really own that policy, and all that we do is contribute by helping out with the incidents and the process itself.
Do CMOC and IMOC have like on-call like Slack handles that you can?
Not
Rob?
currently, but it's something that's been suggested a couple of times. So I think it would be really great to have that. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for the feedback. Is there anything else anyone wanted to demo or talk about today? Then I guess we can give people some time back.
Well, thanks for taking us through that, Eagle. Yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day.